Hi, welcome to Normski TV. Just a quick match reaction with regards to Arsenal playing Olympiacos. Arsenal won, or Olympiacos nil, Arsenal won. Mixed feelings about the game. When I saw the team sheet, I was like, what? And just if nobody really knew what the starting lineup was, we had at right back. First of all, it looked like Mustafi was playing at right back, and you had Socrates and David Luiz with Saka playing at left back, and then in front of them was Guendouzi and Xhaka, and then on the he started off playing on the right. He had Aubameyang on the right, Willock in the hole, Martinelli on the left, and Lacazette up front. And for me, what was really frustrating about this was that Arteta starting Aubameyang out on the right. For me, he was absolutely anonymous for the best part of 70, maybe 80 minutes. And I'm getting quite frustrated now because you've got a situation where, okay, Lacazette scored tonight, which is great, get his confidence back up. But, for me, you're accommodating Lacazette, poor form, to fit him into the squad. Why didn't you start Pepe? Pepe was on the bench tonight. As soon as he came on, the game changed. It was more dynamic, and they started to sit back more. I'd say the last 15 minutes of the game. I'm not saying that it was I would say quite an even game. Yeah, Olympiacos had their moments, especially in the first half, the first maybe 10, 15 minutes, and we got through that. But our passing was off. We just didn't look. It just didn't look right. It didn't feel right. The balance didn't look right, and we didn't have no real cutting edge. We didn't have no quality in terms of the creativity with Guendouzi and Xhaka, and then Willock. And Willock, for a lot of the times, was losing the ball in the middle of the park. And I think he needs to bulk up because he gets pushed off the ball too easy, and his first touch when he receives the ball is not very good, or it wasn't good tonight anyway. I would say it wasn't good tonight. And I'm just frustrated concerning this setup where we're accommodating Lacazette. My thing was start Pepe on the right, Aubameyang down the middle, and Martinelli down the left. And then obviously you can play the Willock in that hole, or even Ceballos, because when Ceballos came on, we looked a little bit more creative in the game. We looked a bit more creative. The ball was being laid off much quicker, and the front three were getting it. So for me, we won the game. It's important that we got that away win, which is fantastic. I'm really pleased about that. Olympiacos don't really travel well, so when they come back to the Emirates next week, we've got to put them to bed. And I'm hoping and praying that he will start Aubameyang down the middle, Martinelli on the left, and Pepe on the right. Obviously, Ozil will obviously be back after his wife giving birth to their child. So I'm hoping that will be the case. And then I don't know why Bellerin why he didn't travel. I don't know if he was injured or what. I didn't get any news on that. I'm just hoping maybe he's been rested for the Everton game. But all in all, I'm pleased with the win. We looked sloppy at times. I would definitely say, for me, probably the man of the match will probably go to Leno. Made a couple of really good saves, kept us in the game. And Mustafi played well, and David Luiz played well. Really captained the side really well. I'm not too sure who the captain was. I think it was Aubameyang. But in the back four, David Luiz was controlling that, which I found was really great. We got another clean sheet, absolutely fantastic. Good thing is now we got 1 foot into the next, hopefully into the last 16 or last 32. I can't remember because there's so many rounds. I think it possibly is the last 16. So we've got to put them to bed next week Thursday, and hopefully we'll get a team that, because I know Wolves done well tonight, and I don't know at what point do we start playing the English teams. I think it's now. But I hope we get an easy run in this Europa League. If I was going to give match ratings, I would say in goal, Leno. I'm going to give Leno a 9 because he pulled off some real great saves. There was a couple of times where I thought the ball was going in, he made some really great blocks. For me, absolutely brilliant. At right back, Socrates, because it looks like they changed the system because Socrates ended up playing at right back. And I thought he ran out of steam, he started getting cramp and everything like that. And for me, I don't know why Arteta decided to play. Why not play Maitland-Niles there? That's where Maitland has played most seasons. So why not play him there? I'm going to give Socrates. I'm going to give Socrates a 6. In the middle, you've got Mustafi. I'm going to give Mustafi 7. Done really well, won loads of headed duels, and only apart from one rash tackle, you know, he didn't do too bad. So I'm going to give Mustafi a 7. Next to him, David Luiz had a very solid game, blocked a couple of shots, and was quite commanding in his area. And I'm going to give David Luiz an 8. Saka, our man Saka, done really well on the left-hand side. Didn't really get troubled that much. And I think he done well. Got the assists for the Lacazette goal. And he just seems to be thriving in that position. And he's just got, he's such a young guy, but got a mature head on him. And I'm going to give Saka an 8. I'm going to give Saka an 8. Okay, going into the middle of the park, you've got Guendouzi, who for me falls over too easy, gives the way the ball's too easy. Didn't have his, I personally think he didn't have his greatest game. He grew into the game in the second half, well, I'll say the last maybe 15, 20 minutes of the game. But Guendouzi for me, I would have preferred Sabalas playing next to Xhaka, but I'm going to give Guendouzi a 6. Next to him, Xhaka just kept things ticking over. Just done what Xhaka does. Got a yellow card for dissent, but other than that, didn't really give the ball away or nothing like that, and just kept things ticking over. And so I'm going to give Xhaka a 7. And then on the right-hand side, Aubameyang played, I know he was switching with Martinelli, but he played most of the game on the right-hand side, was basically anonymous. Looked quite frustrated out there, wasn't tracking back and helping out Mustafi. So, because of that, I think with Mustafi having to do a lot of work there, it meant, he ended up with cramp. And he wasn't helping him out at all, wasn't tracking back. Just didn't really do anything on the right-hand side. Apart from the pre-assists for the Lacazette goal, where he kept the ball in and kept the ball alive. That was really good for me, because then he got moved over to the left-hand side when Pepe came on. So I'm going to give Aubameyang a 6. I'm going to score Aubameyang a 6. Martinelli, he didn't look like he was in the game at all. Wasn't his usual self. Didn't really light up the place as he does. Worked hard, but yeah, that was about it really for me. So I'm going to give Martinelli a 6. Lacazette. Willock. Let's go with Willock. Willock. I don't know if I scored Willock, but if I didn't, I'm going to say it again. Willock gives the ball away too much, and needs to hold on to it and make better decisions. His decision making was bad tonight. I just think that he's not that. I think he's better as a box to box as opposed to playing in that hole. That didn't really suit him. For me, he didn't play that brilliant. So I'm going to probably give Willock a 5. Up front, Lacazette. Missed a few chances. Glad that he got his goal. Well taken goal. But as I said, this whole thing of accommodating, I know he hasn't still reached got his form back yet. Because there was a couple of chances that I thought you could have put up. There was one chance where I thought that all he had to do, he swiveled and he hit it past the left hand post. I thought it was in. You can't be missing that. Not 5 yards or 10 yards out. You just can't be missing that. But because he's got the goal, I'm going to give Lacazette a 7. I'm going to give Lacazette a 7. As he does, he works tirelessly for the team, and that's good. But at the same time, we need to see more goals from him. In terms of the subs, I think who came on? Pepe came on. I would say when he came on, he changed the game, made it a bit more open and more dynamic. But he wasn't on long enough for me, so I'm going to give Pepe a 6. I'm going to give Pepe a 6. There was also Sabalas who came on, and he came on, kept the ball really well, just kept it simple, played the simple passes, and I think if you don't start Ozil, you need to be playing Sabalas possibly in that 10 role. He came on, started off on the wing, and then he got moved over into the centre when Pepe came on. So I'm gonna give Sabalas a 7. I can't remember who the person that came on the pitch, but if you do remember, guys, please put it in the comments and remind me. And whoever that person was, please give me a score. For Arteta, I'm going to score Arteta. I think because of his match selection, I was wondering what he was doing, and the fact that he's accommodating Lacazette and putting playing Aubameyang out wide, that's kind of frustrating for me. And but he's getting the team to gel really well together, and their positional sense and positional play, defensive play. We've got another clean sheet, which is really good, so I'm pleased for that. But I'm going to score Arteta. I'm going to give Arteta a 7 tonight. I'm going to give Arteta a 7. I can't really score the fans because I couldn't really hear them apart from when we scored a goal, because the Olympiacos fans, they were absolutely noisy. I've never heard so much noise in all my life. But when we got that goal, it was absolutely quiet. You could hear the Arsenal fans. So, I mean, the fact that these guys, these away supporters go and support their team, you've got to give it to them. I'm gonna score them an 8. I'm gonna score the fans an 8. The referee, complete joke. There was one situation where one of their players miskicked the ball, and he ended up giving a free kick to them. Lacazette was right near him, didn't touch him, and he gives a free kick. Now, if that goal had gone in, you know what I mean? These referees, these European referees, they're a complete joke, absolute joke, and just blowing up for every little silly thing. It's just an absolute joke. So I'm gonna score the referee. We're gonna give him a big fat 0. That's what he's gonna get, a big fat 0 from me. Fat 0. I just remember now, Maitland-Niles didn't really have much to do. Came on for the last couple of minutes for Socrates because he had cramp. Just wanted to score him the basic 5. But other than that, the main thing is we got through. We got through. We've managed to navigate our way through this game. Tough place to go to, Olympiacos. Not many teams come here and win, and it's good that we've gone away and come away with a 1-0 win. So hopefully when we get back to the Emirates, we can really go at them and put a few goals past them. And I think we will definitely get through to the next stage. Listen, please like, subscribe, share, please comment, and I'll see you on the next show. And hopefully we'll be doing a preview for the Arsenal-Everton game, which is going to be on Super Sunday. So look out for the preview, player ratings, and my match or team selection to see who I'd like to line up on that Sunday. Listen, I'm out of here. Take care.